guys, today it is time for another Top 5 Wednesday. This week's topic are your biggest book hangovers. I love this topic, it is perfect and fits very well to my current situation, and we're just gonna get right into it. My number 5 is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, and this book was just so beautiful and so heart-wrenching, and you can't not have a book hangover after this. Oh my god, like even thinking about it just makes me feel so very sad. And I remember that I really took my time with this book and I really wanted to cherish it all. When I finished, I just felt empty and I didn't know what to do with my life. My hair is going slightly crazy, I'm sorry. My number 4 is Bitterblue by Christine Cashore, and this is the third and final book in the Graceling Realm trilogy. And when I finished this trilogy, I just felt really happy, and I'm sorry, blue always makes my face look yellow, and since I have no idea about cameras, we just have to deal with it. This is definitely on this list because I still feel like I have a book hangover from this, because until this day, I am searching for any book or series that makes me feel similar things like this made me feel. It's just so special. I don't know, I cannot explain this really, what I felt and what this means to me and why I love it so much. It was a really magical time for me reading these. I don't think that I had like a full-on book hangover where I had a reading slump. I just still have this feeling like there is nothing that compares to this. And then next we have like a bunch of books, and I just want to mention them all together. So my number 3 is basically the Infernal Devices and City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. I read these all back to back. I remember that I started City of Heavenly Fire when it came out, and then I read that you should really read the Infernal Devices first. I had already read Clockwork Angel at that point, but I then read Clockwork Prince and then Clockwork Princess, and only then started to go into City of Heavenly Fire. The ending of Clockwork Princess is already crazy enough, but just reading all of these back to back was such an amazing experience. It really made all of the parts in which the series connect stand out so much. It was so beautifully done. I just cannot wait to read more of Cassandra Clare's work and see how her other books connect with the rest of it. She knows what she's doing, and she is someone who can really put you into a book hangover, my god. My number 2 is the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins, and I have talked about this many times before, and I don't want to, talk about it too much. And once again, I'm turning yellow because of the blue book, I'm sorry. This just was really something special for me. It was the first time I read any dystopian young adult. It was one of the first books that made me feel so many things. Like, I wasn't even aware that it could get this invested into a book. Like, I was going crazy. I've read all 3 books back to back, and I read them all in like something between like 2 and 3 days, and just stayed in bed and read them, and just it was definitely my fault that I was in a huge book hangover after this, because I was just so consumed by the characters and the world. This just did not let me go, and I can actually remember not only having like a book hangover where I didn't know what to read next, and where I still felt so invested in like the world and still thought about like theories and stuff. I was genuinely feeling sad. My mood was just really bad because of this. Oh my god, this made me go absolutely crazy. Phew, that was a hard time. And really the only reason that these are not number 1, as they probably should be from what I just said, is that I have very recently finished a book that is leaving me in such a horrible book hangover that I could not make this number 1 right now. And that is A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. This is the first book in a really long time that is making me have such a book hangover. It's been almost 2 years since I've had like a really bad book hangover. I haven't felt this way because of a book in a really long time. I don't really want to get into how much I love this book. I just want to say that at this point I cannot stop thinking about it. I just can't. I finished this in 2 days. I finished it in the like first 2 hours of like Thursday, and then I had class in the morning, and I was actually happy I even woke up and stuff, but I couldn't read on the way to school, which I always do normally. I couldn't. I just thought about A Gathering of Shadows, and I thought about all of the characters, and there are so many theories going on in my mind. In school, I was actually thinking, I have to go home. I have to read A Gathering of Shadows. And then remembered that I'm finished. My life feels so empty right now. I've been rereading passages from the book and I've been trying to not reread the whole book because I've never done that, and no, I can't do that, and I can't fall into like a hole right now. It's not a good idea. I'm really like constantly thinking about it. There's so many things going on in my head, and it's not only the love for the book that I have and, you know, like the fucking cliffhanger at the end of it, but just I think about so many things that happened and I theorize what will happen in the next book. Sometimes things pop up in my head and I'm like, wait, does this mean blah blah blah? And oh my god, I think I have never had so many theories before in my life about a book. I don't want to get into a reading slump because of this, because the book is perfect and it should actually make me feel more motivated to read books. But at this point, I just know there's nothing else in this world that will come close to how I feel about this one. I don't know what to do, but I am in the biggest book hangover in a really long time, and actually it's kind of amazing. And if there's one person who was able to do that to me, it obviously had to be Victoria Schwab. So these were my top 5 biggest book hangovers. I really loved how perfectly timed this topic was for this Top 5 Wednesday. Oh my god, I am just... well, whatever. Definitely let me know what your biggest book hangovers were, and thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!